Hey everybody, Derek here. We're going to be taking a look a bit more Elden Ring. So I've kind of bombed around the Altus Plateau for a bit, and I've unlocked a few places, and I've done some of the optional dungeons and stuff. What else have we done? I have been to the Volcano Manor, and we've joined them, but I haven't done any of their quests or anything. The Volcano Manor people seem to be the villains, kinda. It's not really like any From Software game really has a villain, except for maybe Sekiro. Sekiro probably they do have a villain, and maybe Dark Souls 2 has a ultimate villain. But for the most part, they're all very grey. Anyway, but they want me to go and assassinate a bunch of people, so it's debatable if I'm going to do that. I don't know. If there's a trophy attached to it, I probably will, but otherwise, I probably won't. For today's stream, I'm thinking of the Shaded Castle and Dominula Windmill Village. So I'm thinking we're going to try to tackle both of those. And if we actually manage to do that in the stream, then I will probably bash my head against a couple of bosses for the remainder. So there's two bosses that are really kicking my ass at the moment. There's one here, the Aqueduct Facing Cliffs. This is the... in the show for Aqueduct is the Valorous, whatever it is, Gargoyle Twins, kicking my ass. And then down here is a boss called Astiel or something, Creature from the Void or something like that. Both of those are really tough bosses and have been kicking my ass for quite a while now, so we'll see. If we get to it, I might give them a shot. If we don't, I won't. So yeah, anything else? Our character right now. So here's our equipment. Moonveil is +9 now. There's only one away from being max level, but it needs a very special type of upgrade material, I think, to get there. And I don't know where that is, so that might take a while. I've put the Meteorite staff on because it has S scaling with intelligence and has pretty strong sorcery scaling. The issue with this weapon is you can't upgrade it. Like this is as good as it's ever going to get. But right now it's better than anything else I have for magic. And then other than that, I don't think I've changed anything else about our character. I swapped into the Stargazer heirloom, but I think I did that the last stream. And that is because Int is a better scale for our weapon than Dexterity. I was using the prosthesis one. I was using this one. But yeah, it scales our better. Yeah, it scales our weapon better if we have intelligence instead of dexterity. And then our character is level 78, mostly int, and then dex, and then I'm thinking I'm gonna push int to 40 and see what we're like then. And then after that, probably vigor up to 30, and then I don't know. I don't know if we'll find a better weapon than Moonveil for our character. Probably. Like, don't think we're actually... we're only, like, halfway, I think, in Elden Ring, which is kind of nuts. If you decide to do all the optional stuff. If you don't decide to do all the optional stuff, we're actually pretty close to the end. Because I think this is, like, the end of the game. I think. I doubt it. Maybe, because there's all this whole section of the map that we haven't touched. You know? So... I don't know. I don't know how much of that is optional and how much of it is required and so on. But this is Lanedell. This is the capital of the worlds between. So, or the lands between, rather. So it's going to be pretty important. But it's also very high level and is heavily defended by ballista and catapults and such. So, yeah, it's going to be a while before we attempt that. Couple of quests. We've met Millicent again. She's begun her journey, but she's looking for a weapon. She wants her prosthesis back. Chillzone04, how's it going? I'm a beginner and I have a question. Go ahead, Chillzone. I will attempt to answer it as best I can. So we've met Millicent. We've also met Finger Yura. The guy who's like a samurai, had the big metal hat. He's dead. I didn't kill him. Somebody else killed him. But we did avenge him. We avenged him here. And we got a pretty cool weapon out of it, actually. Well, we got his weapon, for a start. Najakiba, which is a very, very long katana. A bit like Sephiroth katana kind of thing. It is too heavy for us, so we can't wield it. It's caused strength 18, so we don't have it high enough strength for that. But the person who killed him, Eleanor's pole blade, is a Darth Maul lightsaber, basically, which is pretty cool. But again, I think it's too heavy. Oh no, it needs arcane. we don't have anywhere close to enough arcane for that. This is kind of interesting. This is the wing of Astel. Astel, not Astiel, is the boss that's kicking my ass. But this is one of its wings. It's actually a weapon, and we found it somewhere else. Somewhere much more else. But I guess we'll figure that out as we go. So, step 1 for the stream. Get into the shaded castle somehow. So, time to shrink. And I'll mark that this is where I actually started the stream. Okay. So, we gotta get down. So, it is surrounded by a moat of filth. Basically, it's all poison. Luckily, Torrent is immune, I think, to poison. So, I think we're good. Still gotta figure out how to get in there. And there's all sorts of horrible things. Oh, that was easy. Okay, no horse allowed in the shaded castle, I guess. Oh, these kind of zombies. I hate these kind of zombies. Oh, what is that? This place is horrible, and there's more of them. Gross, 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 gross. Gross, gross, gross. No, damn it! Get off me! I hate that move so much. No. No vomiting. No vomiting allowed. Gross. Okay, so I just started the game and I was told beginning is tough because you have no smithing stones, so you want to be able to kill anything. So you won't be able to kill anything unless I obtain bell bearings to buy stones. How do I advance in game if I can't buy stones to upgrade weapons? It's frustrating. Yeah, I get that. You can buy stones. You'll just need to find the bell bearing for it. And I believe the first bell bearing that you can get that will help you out is one of the tunnels. It's either this one or this one. I forget which one it is. But the boss at the end of that has a bell bearing that will let you buy smithing stones. If you can't beat the boss, the enemies in those tunnels drop smithing stones. So you might want to just grind your way through them and get that. Instead, on the other hand, I waited a long time before I did that, and you pick up a lot of smithing stones in general. The game boosted one of the earliest patches boosted the drop rate for a lot of smithing stones, rather. So you might look out and just collect a few. You don't need too many. What I would say until you're able to buy them is pick a weapon you like and probably stick with it. If my weapon is weak, how am I going to get through without dying? That's a good question. You can try to summon in some people instead, or you might find a weapon that they are weak against, or an element they're weak against. The vast majority of enemies here are weak to striking weapons, which are blunt in general. When I go into those kind of areas, I use flails, because they do strike damage. And since I'm a dex character, flails tend to require dexterity more than they require strength. If you're a strength character, probably maces, clubs, that kind of thing will probably do you a good shot, and then try to backstab them as much as you can. Is what I would suggest. The other option is don't bother fighting them and just run through to pick up smithing stones. They grow exactly. They're produced on the wall. They look like gold crystals. That's what you're looking out for. If you find some silver crystals, they're good too, but they're for very special types of weapons that you mightn't have access to yet. But yeah, the game it's a combat game, so you're gonna have to get in and fight at some point. The first stream we did, I started as a wretch, which is like a very bad idea, but we got pretty far. I'm stuck in fame, that's why. Oh, I'm stuck in game. Oh, okay. Well, if you're looking for smithing stones, that's where I go, because you can get the bell bearings from those bosses and kill them. Otherwise, make use of your consumable items. These things. You know, these things, a lot of them can boost your strength or boost your poise or anything like that. Crafting stuff, ranged options, magic. There's no reason to necessarily get into melee. I think those enemies are weak to magic as well. So that's another option for you. No, we're too far away to level up. Okay. Shaded Castle. So we can go down there into the gross filth. Where else can we go? Ah, he's back. He's not gonna come after me, that's fine. Okay, what killed you? Nothing? He just stood there and died? Oh, he died to poison. He died to poison by the looks of things. Ah, perfumers. Great. These are kind of a new type of enemy. They're like alchemists. They kind of throw stuff at you. Bombs and that kind of thing. Like that. They are quite annoying. But I have my own thing I can throw. How do you like that? Come over here and fight me. Stop throwing pocket sand at me. And you can heal. That's some bullshit. Ah. Alright, screw you. And that's the end of you. I got as far as Godric and my katana does no damage to him, so I'm pissed because if I can't beat him, then bosses that drop the bell bearings I won't be able to kill. Okay, so I had a similar issue. In that a lot of early enemies were giving me trouble, and I went here instead. So while this kind of open area of Limgrave is good for your starting character, this area is pretty tough, and then getting into Godric, again, much more difficult. If you haven't done here yet, particularly Castle Morn, I'd suggest going there. They do drop a lot of good stuff there, and this area in general is not as hard as Stormvale Castle, so you can bulk up your character there instead. If you've done that already, maybe farm there for a bit to bulk up your character, or try out a new weapon, or boost some of your summons or something like that. I wouldn't necessarily try to solo Godric. Alright, do you have a friend? Alright, doesn't look like it. Of course you do. Alright, it's just a zombie, it's fine. Alright, annoying that didn't kill you. Dick. You already killed me? Stop being gross. Stop it. Alright, got some runes. Runes and Miranda powder. Hey Melwyn. Hey, happy Saturday to you too. It might be happy for me. We don't know. I'm in Poison Town. Might not work out. Why is this area always gross? Anything up here? No. Okay, what's waiting to kill me down here? Slugs. Lots of slugs on the wall, so that'll be an issue. Got my katana as far as +4, and that's all it says. I need smithing stones, but they're beyond the other side of Godric Castle, and to get over there I have to defeat him, and that's the only way I can upgrade my weapon. You can go around Godric's Castle. So this is the entrance to Stormvale. You don't have to go there. You can go under the bridge and go around on the right. And then there's a drop-off point near the end of this bridge. You can go around the castle and go out into Lernia instead, if you want. Lernia has a higher level area, though, so you might struggle there. But again, there are smithing stone tunnels. There. That one. If you wanted to do that. Again, you can just go looking for smithing stones as well. Okay. But yeah, you don't have to fight Godric. Or sorry, for the story you do. But if you want to come back to him later, you can. I did. You little shit. Stop trying to poison me. Stop it. Oh, you have a headache now after that, do you? You have a headache after throwing up. Little shit. Alright, how horrible is this? Is this immediate poison? It's pretty fast. It's pretty fast acting poison. Nice. Sick jump. Alright, another painting. Champion song painting. I have no idea where that is. Oh wait, yes I do. Yes I do, I do know where that is. Champion song. So that is where the champion's tomb is, I believe, which is there. Sainted Hero's grave. So the lookout point, or where the artist point, is probably here somewhere. But we'll check that out later, because we gotta get out of Swamp Town first. Swamp Town, population me. Can I crouch walk my way back? Kinda? Yeah, cool. So long, slugs. Okay, is it worth it sitting down again? Maybe? Yeah, go on. Okay. Go down there. There's a ladder. Anything waiting to kill me? No. Okay. Got these enemies, who I haven't fought legit. I've managed to sneak up on them anytime I've encountered them so far. I actually don't know what they're like to fight. So this should be interesting. I particularly want to fight them in Swamp Town. I might just kill them. This is easier. This is easier than trying to figure out how they actually fight. Alright, slugs over there. Sludge over here. Is there a way to get up to that item? Tricky. Probably a jump, maybe. Slugs on the walls, no. Don't have enough magic now? Bullshit. Bullshit. Alright, come on. I'm not going over to you, you come over to me. What is he doing? Oh good, he has his own projectile. He has the same problem as me. Your bell's not working, Chief. Alright. Let's go get him. That's all he's gonna do. Alright, I think I have fought that type of enemy before then. They're just a different version of it. So there's an item back there I'll have to figure out how to come and get. the stairs. This is a dark area. I might put the lamp on. Might put the lamp on. Okay. This way. This area is horrible. It's actually kind of interesting. There's a character you fight in and around here. NPC character who drops this. The Murray mask. Mask in the image of a white-haired young noble, customarily worn by the head of House Murray. The Murray family has a dual history spanning generations, serving as both executioners and castellans of the Shaded Castle. This mark bears the likeness of the first of their line. So this is their gaff that I guess has seen better days. But they have an affiliation with the goddess of rot. So I guess hanging out in Poison Town is maybe something they enjoy doing. Okay, slugs. Item. Bridge. Alright, let's have a look at the bridge. The slug wants a piece. Alright, up we get. Ah, shit. Ow. You know what? I will just tank the hit with that guy. Ah, yeah, good. Stand in the poison. Smart move. Can he poison himself? Is a good question. How much pocket sand do you have? A lot. He's got a lot of pocket sand. I can't get in on him. Jesus. Alright, gross zombies. That's the end of you. Ah! No, I'm not fighting you. Just die. Shit! Ah, shit! This might kill me. Very close to it. Nope! Wrong fucking weapon. This fucking enemy. God damn it. They are annoying. What he was planning there, but he didn't get it. Okay. Alright, where was that enemy that was on this area, on this roof, that I just didn't see? In there, maybe? See him. these fucking things as well. This place sucks. Alright, we got these things that do curse or something. I'm not sure. Not sure what the status is, but I don't like it, whatever it is. He needs to figure out how to get to me. Come on. You'll figure it out. There you go. You got it. You got it. There you go. Not a fun enemy. Don't know what that status is, because I've never let it actually hit me. But whatever it is, I don't like it. Slugs. Go away. Shit. Get slugs. Alright, let's go this way instead. Although I do want to get my runes back. There was a lot of runes. Alright, let's get our runes back, I guess. And if I die, then... Well, if I die, we die. Oh, it's deceptive range on that one. Stop healing yourself, you prick. Right, that was a lot of magic to waste on him. That's annoying. Can I sneak up on him? He's looking right at me. Probably not. I think he knows I'm here now. You know what? That's a better solution than him. Depraved perfumer. Yeah, that's what he sounds like, alright. He sounds like a depraved perfumer. No, no you don't. You fuck off. Put your hand down. Alright, well I can't do that again now. You get poison, gross dickhead. Didn't realize it gets suspended in the air as well. Just horrible chunks suspended in the air. Put your arm down. Put your arm down. Put it down. Alright, fuck you. Put your arms in the air. You don't care. You know you don't. You just don't care. Come on, put them down. Put them down. Come on. Sake. Alright, well, we got our runes back. I suppose that's something. Really want to have to do that again, so hopefully we can just kill off these enemies. Do you have friends, though? Do you have perfumer friends waiting to kill me? There's one very close to me somewhere. Yep, there's one around the corner. Bet That's what this says. Yeah. Should really read these messages. How do you still have more to spew out? Surely it's gone now. You've expunged. It's a horrible Saturday night, Sunday morning feeling. Let's destroy everything. Okay. Slugs. Protecting item. Never mind. I can get that. I'll get that later. Alright. Perfume guy. Let's not give them time to just throw their pocket sand at us. Well, I think we've hit a dead end. Item there. Although we could just take the normal route back. Okay, well, at least we know this direction is optional. We don't have to do it again. Do I have enough to level up? I could level up. I definitely have enough items to fix it. Could go that way. There's also that ladder I completely ignored. Didn't even see. Okay, I think we'll clear out the bottom area and then work our way up. Head over here. We avoid the slugs. There aren't any perfume bastards. There's a zombie there. There's a zombie there. Can I target them? See, if they're not active, you can't target them, which is kind of annoying. Wake up. Can I just hit them? Oh, I can. Nice. Oh yeah, now you wake up. Now you wake up. Be wary of monstrosity. What are you pointing at? Is there something waiting to kill me? Probably, if I try to get that item. Let's jump onto the rampart instead. Maybe there's something here? Nope. Neutralizing boluses, they would probably be helpful around here. Himself a headache. Oh. Great, there's one of those things here too. I do not like the Shaded Castle. I do not like it at all. Can drop here probably. Nope. Well, yes, but it's not going to give us. It's not going to be of any benefit if I do. All right. So there's a big plant. The big plant enemy is more about area of denial than anything else. They're mostly there to just stop you, to just keep you moving. He knows I'm here now too. All right, screw that. That's why I don't like the plant enemy. That move is cheating. I don't see any reason to go in there either, though. There's probably an item. Whatever. Let's see what the other areas are like before we commit to that. Especially when I have so many runes. Could make a run for that item. Never mind. Come back when I don't have so many runes. Well, that's what he meant by be wary of monstrosity, I guess. Okay. This guy. No, you need to die. Can't leave you being around. This guy. Do you think he died when it collapsed, or do you think he just climbed up here and decided, this is good enough? I'll die here. It's fine. Seems like a good enough space. I'll die in an unflattering position so Elden Ring players can leave a horrible message beside my corpse. You little shit. Alright, well, now if you want to fight, you gotta come up here. Alright, he wants to fight. Okay, I saw one around the tree. Wait and ambush me if I pick up that item. That's probably it for here. So there's the... whatever horrible thing crawled out of the ooze. And then there's the enemy, or the item rather, with all of the... with the plant enemy around the place, which may or may not have anything there. We didn't actually check. Alright, let's take the ladder up. Oh, there's an item there I missed. Didn't want to go near the slugs, I guess. Still don't really want to go near the slugs. Oh, that fucking thing is still here. I think it's a grafted creature. Let's just get the item and get out of here. Not worth it. Not worth it. Anyway. Alright, maybe we can avoid poison now if we get up here. Although Although this is a castle that seems to like poison. Well, there's a poison zombie waiting to ambush me. Not if I ambush you first. Nothing. Like, it is fun to crash through and break all these pots and whatever, but it'd be nice if they actually dropped some stuff. You know, if there were items for them to drop. Where are you left? Okay. I fucking hate that move. I hate it so much. That's our last magic flask. This the thing making the scream noise is the horrible grafted thing, I think. Which I hope can't climb. Is there any reason for me to even come up here? What are you doing? He's trying to get to that? Okay, that's funny. Oh, he's a big one. Can't target him for some reason. Toxic mushroom. Don't have the right. Yeah. You have to figure out another way to get up there, Chief. What? Alright, there's more Swamp Town down there, and there's one on horseback now. Great. Love that for me. Did you bring enough guys? I think this is the other side of the plant room? Yeah. I don't see anything though. Oh, I see it now. It's an item behind the plant. That would be tricky to reach. Be wary of right. Good message. Ah, fuck. I should have had another be wary of right. Put my own be wary of right. Be wary of right again. Be wary of right and then be wary of right. That's what we'll do. Right, now I can get this item. Not worth it. Fuck. I can see around the corner that there is a very tough enemy there. So I'm not looking forward to tackling. Probably need this. Alright, good. He took so long standing up that we didn't really have to deal with him. Good, 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 good. How long this bubble lasts for now. Valkyrie's prosthesis. Okay, so Millicent needs that. If it's what I think it is, she needs that. Golden prosthesis, once used by the one-armed Valkyrie, a masterwork of craftsmanship with practice and skill, it can be used as proficiently as a real arm. When Malay Marais, Lord of the Shaded Castle, embraced this prosthesis, he claimed to feel the presence of his personal goddess. Okay. That might help out Millicent. So Millicent is missing her arm. So presumably, she can make some use of that. We are not going to tackle the plant. Not when I have 40,000 runes. I am sorely tempted to just teleport back. I really don't want to go down there. Can I get up there? I wonder if I can get up onto the wall and climb. Nah, that's too big a jump. Unless... if I stay on the roof, I could do it. Can I get onto that? Yeah, I can. Is that a site of grace, though, or is it a horrible enemy waiting for me? This is the real question. I think that's just lighting. I don't think that's a site of grace. Okay, right. Here's what we'll do. We're going back. We're going back. I'm going to use these souls, these runes. We'll try to just sprint our way back up. Okay. Int. Yeah. So what are we at now with the icon on? Okay, 37. Enemies still take 2 attacks. Nope. Nope. Ah! Did I get stuck on? Okay, so we don't have to fight the perfumers, because we're just going to go up the ladder here, so we don't have to do that. Heal just in case. Okay, zombie on the left. Zombie on the right too. As long as we don't go down there, we won't have to deal with him. Okay, he's too far away for us to have to deal with, so that's fine. Down. Alright, we're committed now because we can't get back up. So, stairs, ladder. That ladder probably leads to that item. Also, the portcullis. Portcullis is closest. Oh, it is a site of grace. Nice. How many hours you have already in the game? I'm not sure you want to know that, Billman. 83. Close to 84. This game is, allegedly, if you... Well, the speed run is under 30 minutes, which is kind of nuts, but that's a lot of, like, glitching and that kind of thing. I think to do everything, it's 150 to 200 hours. If you do absolutely everything. That is my plan. Be wary of dog. You gotta be careful in Elden Ring, because when they say dog, they don't always mean dog. Sometimes they mean something else. Dog ahead. Okay, now that is actually a dog. Bork bork. He did try, bless him. House Murray is ruined. Just desserts for falling for that severed harpy. I was surprised that guilty cretin took the castle and our storied sword. No surprise. Who? That guilty cretin took the castle. Wonder if he's talking about Godric. Halfway there then? I hope so. That's what I said. I was saying near the start of the stream that I think we're halfway. It feels like we're halfway. On the other hand, Moonveil is nearly maxed out. So I'm wondering if there is like another weapon we'll have to swap to at some point. Okay, so this is our new starting point. I absolutely do not want to deal with the guy on the horse. Side of Greystone makes me think that that's progress, and I don't really want to do that yet. So let's see what's down here. Some bloodstains, lots of bloodstains. Killed you. You were trying to stealth, and then something. Okay. You... Oh, there's another one on horseback. Yeah, you probably got killed by him too. Strong foe ahead. Well, I could see him. I could see the strong foe. Zombies. Gross zombies. Ew. Why are you like this? Just saw one to my left as well. You dropped something horrible. Of course you did. Toxic mushroom. Okay, we can drop down here. We can drop down here and climb up that ladder. Two of them? Really? How many? Oh, we have hardly any. It's fine. If I die, it's not a problem. Because I really have absolutely zero interest in fighting those guys. Again, particularly two of them. Way too much range on those attacks. Oh, come on, really? How many of them are there? course you heal yourself. Of course you heal yourself. Nice, well, I'll get the item at least. Sorta worth it, I guess. I haven't found anything worthwhile with them yet, but it's kind of worth it. Anything else up here before I get out of here? Maybe around the tower, possibly. Oh, he poisoned himself. Smart. Might just wait for it to kill him. No, that'll take forever. This is the slow poison. Can I kick this? Oh, I can. Nice. Alright. That's a much nicer way to get up here from the other side of Grace. On the other hand, you do have to deal with these guys, which isn't great. Can you stop? I can't get near him with this thing. Dumbass. He healed himself too, great. Fuck him. Let's just find out what's around here, if there is anything. There isn't, it's dead end. Love it. No, it's not. Meh. I can buy them now. Alright, screw it. Let's just teleport back. Okay. So we've done up that ladder. Don't have to do that again. There's an item there. You could get and then run up the stairs. Nah. Alright, we're gonna have to deal with him, unfortunately. Really? Really? Both of them? You think both of them is fair? He's so low down, I can't even target him. The banisters? Balustrade? No. Fence. The fence is in the way? Go up this way, I might be able to target him. Okay. Can use a good weapon on him, might be alright. Still can't target him, he's too low. Fence. Alright, now I can target him. Kablamo! That did nothing. That attack kills most enemies. Oh good, it teleports. Alright, fuck that enemy. We're not fighting him. Let's get that item and then leave. That's what we'll do. Get that item and then probably die. in the attempt. Alright, just run. Of course, he fucking spawns on the item as well, doesn't he? I'm not sure that item was really worth it, but anyway, we're out of here. Bye! Success! I successfully evaded fighting that enemy. Alright, let me just put a mark down, because I do want to come back and fight him at some point. Today I had a fight with a spider, but the spider lost. Yeah, my fights with spiders, at least in this case, don't seem to end out too well for me. My fly swatter needs some work, I think. Turn around? No. Alright, so we're continuing. Dogs. Dogs and lots of statues. Never mind, the dogs know I'm here. Bork bork. See it. Now, unless he's like that dog I saw on the TikTok, he cannot climb a ladder, so we should be fine. Nobles. And a noble waiting to ambush me. Guys, you really gotta work on your coordination. I hadn't even walked in the door yet. Right. And the noble. Yeah, I was waiting for you to do that, thanks. Thank you for obliging me. Okay, we're inside now, finally. Hopefully away from horrible Swamp Town. Ah, I see you in the back. He's down the back with all the adult literature. He's hiding. This is the guy they have to evacuate out of the library when it's closing time. Page trail. I just pantsed him. I will kill you, and now I will steal your trousers. What's going on over there? Are the statues? Alright, the statues are covered in something, and there's somebody hiding behind a statue. See him. There's a way up. Maybe? Up the stairs? Let's see what's up this ladder first. What do you have to say for yourself? Seek ladder, precious item. But is there a precious beheading waiting for me up here? Seek item. Ugh. I'll zoom in on my character. He's ugly. Alright, no enemies, but that doesn't mean I can't just teleport in. Oink. Perfumer's Cookbook 2. First off. And try circling around. Gross. Why are you like this? Time for ranged battle. Didn't expect to look carefully. Dog. I mean, you could take out the guy on horseback, but it doesn't really help you if you have to deal with the monstrosity. Now there's the guy behind the statue who we can't target. He is very conveniently placed. Can I jump this? I mean, yes, I can jump it, but it's not going to be helpful. Sorry. Wrecking the place. Ah well, might as well keep going. Okay, there's a dog out here, I saw it. A hefty beast bone. You say so. Turn our lamp off now. We're outside. Be wary of bridge. Oh no. Okay, this enemy is tough. We just cannot. Do not let them get started. If you don't let them get started, they won't be a problem. They look really cool, though. I do want their armor. Okay, so that's behind the horrible thing. That's death. Yeah, that's death. This is a horrible place to have that fight. Definitely just don't let them get started, and I think you'll be fine. Be wary of weak foe, and then be wary of strong foe. Good. This whole area has a little bit of Canehurst Castle going on with us from Bloodborne. With all the statues everywhere. Alright, well I can see the weak foe. I can see a shadow at least. That guy. Who's the strong foe? Is he upstairs? Yeah, there he is. Come down to me. Now what are you gonna do? Just gonna fire at me forever? Okay. Because you're a computer enemy, which means you have infinite ammo? Dick. Alright. And you. See ya. A gold firefly. There's so many just trap items. It's just, yeah, come get this item and then get annihilated. And there's a dog up here too. Awesome. Or there might be a dog. Again, it's Elden Ring. Practically everything is a dog. Great. I've lost my bubble too. Don't let them get started, Derek. Shit. That's the wrong fucking item. Damn it! If that had been health, we would have been fine, except for a stupid pot. This is the last time you get me killed, pot. Come on, I can't hit you while you're around the corner. You're in here somewhere, Paige. There you are. Okay, and the dog. And the enemy on the bridge, who already knows I'm here, apparently. I'm glad I missed. Why I didn't get the backstab, but that's fine. Okay. Turn around. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Help me out here. Wait. Alright then. The big enemy. And his dog friends. Right, the bottleneck works. Always does. Except when it doesn't. How? I was blocking, how? Cheating. Cheating enemies. Enemies that cheat. And we got our runes back, okay. Alright. I think I need to make this message a bit better than just... Oh no, he does say be wary of pack. Is it somebody else who says strong foe ahead, maybe? Because there's a lot more to it than that. Okay. There's a way up onto the tower. Here, and sure, try jumping. Why? Why? Would only put me on that tower that doesn't appear to have anything on it. Just two perfume guys, no thanks. There's absolutely no reason for me to do that. Ladder ahead. Kick down ladder? Kick ladder. Alright, shortcut. Nice. Don't have to do any of that again. Just potentially have to deal with this guy. That's it. This guy and his dogs. Got a ladder. Oh no, elevator. Is there anything under the elevator first? Nope, just death. Well, I gotta wait for it to come back now. Okay. Now keep an eye out in case you can jump off the elevator at some point. Is there a spot to jump off? least not in that direction. There isn't. And there's a boss. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. I'm gonna put the elevator back down. So I don't think we're beating the boss on the first try somehow. Thief. Alright, we will need magic if I'm gonna summon. Seek friend. Elimer of the Briar. Okay. He's got a big explodey move. And a big twisty corkscrew thing. He has telekinesis on his sword? Interesting. Oh. Oh. Could you take some of the aggro, please? Thank you. Run away. Ah. Okay. He's not too bad. I might swap to the dogs for him. Because... well, the real question is... What we're going to find out, right, basically, is can the dogs survive an attack from him? And if they can't, then I guess we'll have to go with somebody else. No, they can't. Basically, is the answer there. Kills them too fast. Alright, the dogs aren't viable for this fight. He hits them too hard. I didn't even get a chance to heal. Alright. Okay then. Oh, poor dogs, yeah. They're really only good for bosses that they can stagger. If they can't stagger the boss, then they just die too fast. Alright, we're gonna have to go with Brave Knight Engvale, I guess. Engvale, even. Because at least he can survive attacks. That's what I need him to do. Go get him, Brave Knight. And by Brave Knight, I mean Banished Knight, because I keep getting his name wrong. Cool. That's just instant death then, huh? Alright then. Ah, sigh. Alright, maybe just stay away and use Moonveil's projectile attack. does he hit me with that every time? There he goes. The Murray Executioner's Sword and the Briar Great Shield. I have a feeling they're too big. They throw him to you, yeah. Yeah. Not fair. Anyway. Pop you. Get my 0 souls back. Not enough to level up anyway. Right. Those weapons. Let's see. Unlikely I can use any of them. Briar. Or Murray's Executioner Sword. Yeah, way too heavy. Storied Sword of House Murray. Family of executioners who presided over the Shaded Castle. Elmer of the Briar, the bell-bearing hunter, snatched the sword from the site of his looming execution and furnished it with battle skills from his hone of Aocade. That's why he has the telekinesis ability. There's another weapon that has that. So he stole the sword from them before he could be executed. Nice. Yeah, way too heavy. Way too heavy. Presumably, I can't use its special move. Yeah, I can't. I'm too stupid to use it. We do have another sword that can do that, though. It's this one? Regalia of Aocade. Which I can use for some reason. But we have that. We have a telekinesis weapon, too. It's just, we're missing the arcane to use it properly. And the shield. Briar's Great Shield. Great shield from a foreign land used by Elmer of the Briar. Attacks with this armament utilize the iron thorns that have been wound around its frame. Okay. Well, that's Millennia. She's gonna be a problem later on. That's going to be a very, very hard fight. And I'm very much not looking forward to it. Okay, let's have a little sit. Make the place look nice again. Look, all the furniture is fixed and clean. Wish I could do that. Wish I could just sit down and clean all my furniture. They do have a bunch of, like, armor or prosthesis arms and legs, I think. Which is pretty cool, because that's what Millennia has, a prosthetic arm sword type thing. This is gonna be vile, isn't it? Time for two-handing. Anyway, all right. So that is more or less the Shaded Castle done. There are the 2 horrible spider things and whatever the whatever that plant is protecting. But other than that, it's pretty much done. I'll come back and get the miscellaneous items myself. How did I get in here? This way. Back. Okay, now there was an item somewhere on the outside of the castle walls. Let's just pick that up, and then we're gonna do something else. Not worth it. Okay. Why are so many items just not worth it? They're just there for traps. Okay, step 1. We need to give Millicent that arm. That's part of her quest. Hey, how's it going?
Now, I'm tracing the path Melania took. She's passed into the lands that lie beyond the Erd Tree.
So she's gone looking for Melania, and we're gonna have to go look for Melania at some point as well. But we might have help. That's kind of what we're doing with this quest. It's to maybe have somebody to help us out in that fight.
Are you giving me this arm?
Well, I can't use it.
Thank you. I am in your debt yet again, I think. If the arm serves well enough, it might be possible for me to wield a sword again. If the arms, it might be perhaps then I can aid you in battle.
Yes, good. We'll be able to summon her, maybe.
It might be possible perhaps then.
Okay, well, she'll move on to the next stage of her quest. Meanwhile, we can move on to the next stage of the stream. So, part 1 of the stream was the Shaded Castle, which we've done. And part 2 is going to be Dominula, the Windmill Village. So let's try that. Now, I don't know this dungeon, but I do, or rather I have heard of the boss of this dungeon. And apparently that boss is quite hard. Gives people a lot of trouble. So we've got that to look forward to. So on our way to Dominia, we have come across a bunch of villagers who've been taken by some kind of dancing madness. Because they're all like very like manic mania kind of thing. They're all like crazy happy dancing around, but they're also extremely violent. So this has been an interesting situation. But we can use our horse in here, and if we can use our horse, then they shouldn't pose much of an issue. Let's talk to this guy first. I hear a festive melody. Oh no, don't skin me. My hide is filthy, I swear. Lovely. Sorry, gotta interrupt your dance. Sorry, person who has a skull on the end of a stick for a weapon. A skull that's way too big to be human. They've also decorated these crucifixes with festive garlands. Right, is there anything in here? Okay, no. Alright, it's time to ruin the festival. The festival of skinning people, apparently. Skinning people with nice skin. Ugh. Wow, there's a lot of you. Don't get sick on me, thanks. Alright, good stuff. Sorry if that made all of you dizzy. Apologies. This is what horseback combat ends up looking like. You just spin in a circle for a while. This actually does remind me a lot of The Witcher, Witcher 1. I don't know why. That's a terrible joke. Okay. Poor horse. Some more dead horses. Rune arcs are very quickly becoming this game's version of the elixir. An item that is extremely useful and then you never use any of it because they're so rare. It's like, my entire party's nearly dead, I should probably heal. But I only have 87 elixirs. You can't buy them, I can't use it. Gotta be careful. What are you doing? That was impressive. That's an impressive amount of missing I just did there. Anyway. Okay, I can get up on here. Do I want to? Is there any reason for me to be up here? Nope. There is not. There appears to be an item on that building, though. No, it's not. It's a message. Alright, push further on into the village. They make these barns pretty sturdy, though. Don't collapse under the weight of a horse jumping on top. Doggos. We dropped something. Pillage corpse. Pillage the corpse of the dog. Steal their bones. Holy proof dried liver. How do you make something holy proof? It's just incredibly cursed. Alright, more horrible villagers. Dog. Alright. Item ahead. Aha. Meh. Well, can I get in the well? Still no plump sort. It's referring to Dark Souls 3, I think. It's when one of your companions gets stuck down a well and has their armor stolen. No item ahead. Okay. I'll take the word for it. You little shit. Where you're right. I should really read these messages. It's not just launch myself in. Lightning grease. Nothing. You have to say for yourself message. Where you've left. Why? Does he mean coming from this direction? I guess. Enemy ahead. Yeah, I know. I can hear them. They're dancing. I must butcher this entire village. It's the only way to be sure. I saw it. Let's see if there's any on this little balcony area too. No. Exalted flesh. Nice. After they've done skinning them, I guess. Summoning pool. Alright. Here we are. I guess we made it to the boss. Expect strong foe. Go, 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 go! Run away! Get him, nice. The God Skin Apostle. Is it God Skin Apostle or God's Kin Apostle? Hard to tell. Alright. Form 2, be my guess. Now he starts. What the fuck? He's a weird worm caterpillar thing. What? What? Tornadoes? Cool move. That's the end of you, though. Nice. Good job, Engval. Godskin Peeler. Okay. Scouring Black Flame. I've got a feeling... Yeah, he is long. Very long. Long boy is long. I don't think it's God's Kin Peeler. I think it's God Skin Peeler. Oh, God. So he skins gods. Not a bad job, I suppose, if you can get it. Unique twin blade wielded by Godskin apostles, characterized by its disturbing design. One end features a sickle for slicing attacks, while the other boasts a winding spike for boring into flesh. Much skill is required to wield this weapon due to its asymmetric nature. So much skill. And strength, apparently, for some reason, but okay. So many dex weapons require too much strength, in my opinion. That it doesn't make sense. Anyway, what was the other thing? Black flame, something or other. This. A black flame incantation of the Godskin Apostles sweeps a wide area before the caster with black flame. The black flame could once slay gods, but when Malekith sealed destined death, the true power of the black flame was lost. Okay, have a little sit. Can we level up? Oh, Millicent has moved. I can see her in the background now. We're still pushing int. I'm pushing int until it's 40 with our talisman on. Our talisman gives us a pretty decent boost to it. So we're at 38. So 2 more levels. Hey, what's up? Oh, she has her armor on. Cool.
Ah, we meet yet again. The arm you gave me truly is a thing of wonder.
Excellent.
It feels just like my own. Even handling a sword. Perhaps it is foolish to say this to you of all people, but I am sure of my skill with the sword. Thus, I would have you call upon me in battle, should you ever have the need.
Nice.
I would have you call upon me in battle, should you ever have the need. It is the only way that I can express my thanks. I would have you call... It is the only...
Okay, so presumably the next part of her quest is to do that at some point, whatever boss. Okay, from what people were saying about that boss, I thought he'd be harder, honestly. It might be the case that that's not the only time you fight a Godskin apostle. It might be that you end up fighting him on foot at some point, or you're forced to fight him on foot, in which case, yeah, I'd say he's probably quite difficult on foot. Okay, that was my plan. That was my plan for the stream, to fight those two, or to do those two areas, and that's done. So now what? Now what do we do? Could do Mount Gilmere, which I haven't done yet, and will kind of be required, at least for the next stream. We could take a look at the two bosses that are kicking my ass. Yeah, let's do that. Let's have a look at these. At least, well, we'll look at the gargoyles. I don't think I'm going to beat Astel for a while. I think I need more levels before that's going to be a thing. Okay, so we're heading back to Nokron, the Eternal City, which is pretty cool. It's underground. We're heading to the Shofra Aqueducts, which is kind of funny because Shofra in Irish means couch. So I think that's pretty funny. It's not spelt like that, but it's pronounced similarly, so it's kind of funny to me anyway. Probably not pronounced like that in this either. It's probably Siofra or something like that. Okay, this boss is 2, because there's 2 bosses here. Or rather, the one boss is 2 enemies. So we're gonna summon in D, Beholder of Death, Vampire Hunter D, who has one of the best designs, I think, of any of the characters in the game. You won't get a full appreciation for it because of the like gold filter they put over it, but he's got this gold silver armor. And his sword has something similar to it. It's got like a helix design. He's really cool. It's a shame that he just doesn't survive very long when we start this fight. The valiant gargoyle. He's so valiant that he needs a friend to come in and help him. Alright. Let's get this over with and kill me. Away from the poison. Now, unfortunately, D is not smart enough to run away from the poison, which is an issue. We also really don't want to fight him while he has his sword out, because his sword is very unpredictable, whereas his axe is pretty predictable. The real issue I'm having with this boss is that I can't kill him fast enough before his friend shows up. His friend showing up is the real problem. Run away from the poison. Alright, I think his friend has shown up. There he is. Alright, time to bring Engval in. Okay. One's dead. Alright, D is dead. Fuck. Get out of there, Hangval! Is Hangval dead? Yeah, he is. Okay. Yes! Ah, that fucking boss. The design is so cool. Sorry, I'm only seeing that message now, Melvin. The heart. Yay, thank you. I'm glad I got that on stream, because those two bosses have been giving me so much grief. Those extra levels have definitely helped. Being able to kill the first one quickly has been the problem, because having D and Engval alive for the second guy is very, very helpful. I can nearly level up again. 6,000-ish? Three of these, maybe? Damn. that was some good calculating. Or good guessing, rather, calculating. Is it enough? It's not quite. Like, a little bit off. Good guessing, I think. Because I don't... Like, again, it doesn't tell you how many these give, which is really annoying. It just says, use your grain a great many runes. And I get why they do it. They want to keep it, like, mysterious and so on. The game. They don't want to be throwing, like, numbers and percentages and stuff at you. Get it? Do. But also, could you just tell us how much it gives? Okay, so they dropped some stuff. They dropped some weapons. So, Gargoyle's Twin Blade. Bronze Twin Blade wielded by Valiant Gargoyle. Just like the wielder, the missing parts have been mended with corpse wax. Patchwork of champions. Corpse wax. Love it. That's rendered human being. That's what the it's what the jar soldiers make themselves out of. The soul jars, which is a pun, which is hilarious. But still, it's pretty funny. What Alexander uses to patch himself up, and then we got another sword, didn't we? There it is. Bronze greatsword, just like the wielder. The missing parts have been mended with corpse wax. Gross. Gross. Okay. So, the reason we needed to beat them So we could access this coffin. I know what you're thinking. Why would I want to get into a coffin? That seems weird. I'm not ready to get in. Give me like... Wait until all of the Final Fantasy VII Remake parts are out and I've played them. Then I'll get in the coffin. But anyway. This is sort of a throwback to Dark Souls 1 in that you could access a secret area if you used an emote inside a coffin, a particular coffin, and it would take you to a secret area. Secret. As secret as anything is in Dark Souls. Everybody looks this stuff up. Everybody has to look this stuff up because it's so esoteric. But we're going somewhere. Don't know where. Well, okay, that's not true. I do know where. Because I knew that I had to get this. But I haven't been there, is my point. So they're taking us up the waterfall. Cool, I guess. Where are you taking us? And the coffin has been smashed on the trip. Hopefully we weren't in it when it was smashed. Seems like we were. Seems like we were in it when it got smashed up, but we seem to be fine. Don't worry, the eye injury was there from the beginning of the game. Alright, where the heck are we? The deep root depths. Okay. Those are some deep roots. They're not lying. Way on the other side of the map. So we were here. This is where the fight was, ish. Now we're over here. That's quite a distance to travel. Okay, where is the thing? Okay. The Great Waterfall Crest. That's where we are. That's what this side of Grace is called. Turn on the summons that I don't use. Can I use my horse? I can. Oh, good. There's just an Erd Tree avatar hanging out around here. Excellent. We have hardly any souls, so we can give him a shot. He's not even a boss. He's just here. That did so little damage. Alright, I was wondering if it had this ability. It does. Some of them don't. And the butt slam. And go. Move in a circle and you'll be fine. It's close. That's the end of him. Right, do you drop anything? Because the ones that are bosses drop some good stuff. Okay. Drops his weapon. Haven't seen that before. Is it magic? Or is it like a big club? don't see it. There it is. It's a big club. Ceremonial staff depicting the Erd Tree in its historic radiance, wielded by the avatars who protect the minor Erd Trees. The avatars, emerging in the wake of the Elden Ring shattering, were determined to protect the withering Erd Tree's offspring. Okay. So what you doing down here? He's protecting the roots, I guess. What's waiting to kill me there? Fucking horrible ants. Ant wasp things. That's one of the hammerhead ones as well. The ones with the big heads. Okay, you need to die quickly. Oh, there's two of you. Great. I need you to die, please. Thank you. Alright. Good stuff. Alright, that was an Ash of War. This one? No. It wasn't this one, but anyway. Lightning Ram, skill inspired by tumbling rams. Let out a bleat, then tumble forward, clad in lightning. This is the meme move. This has been going around the Elden Ring PvP for a while. That you become Sonic the Hedgehog, basically. And you just start rolling and building up lightning damage. And anytime you touch somebody, they'll take damage. Which means they get stun locked and can't defend themselves, and they just die eventually. So if you have enough FP, you can kill anybody with this move. Anyway, Golden Land. Thrust armament into the ground, then gather strength to unleash a blast. Okay, it coalesces into golden dark. Oh, okay, that's the Erd Trees move. Cool. The Golden Slam is the butt pound version of that. Okay, I guess this seems to be a dead end. This looks like it's a dead end, so let's head the other direction. That's where we came in. This water looks milky. Hey, death. Good. There's a lot of, like... Okay, forgive the pun, but there's a lot of branching paths here. This is an awful jump. Okay. They can fly now. That's good. I'm glad. I'm glad about that. I thought the Shaded Castle was bad. And it is. Let's be fair. Let's be clear now. The Shaded Castle is bad. It's not as bad as this. It's not as bad as giant flying wasps. Pack ahead. Where's the pack? See some flying jerks there, though. Guys over there. There's an important item over there because it's got the gold aura to it. When he said pack ahead, did he mean them or did he mean a different backpack. Which way was he pointing? Don't know what he's talking about. I'm just gonna get this item. I think he means them. Okay. There's a lot of you jerks just flying over there. I don't like it. There's a ton of items there just waiting for them. Waiting to get ambush people. You can do an ambush when you can see them in plain sight, but there you go. No item. No item. No item. Okay. Alright, we're gonna have to go in here. Deal with these horrible jerks. There's one on the ground too. Kill the one on the ground. Damn it. You know, I'd nearly rather fight them off the horse. Because at least then I can block. Oh, actually, these are a little different. No, they're not. Never mind. No, they're not. They look a little different, but they fight much the same. Either way, horrible. I'm getting that feeling whenever I see hairy insects. Damn it, I keep pressing the wrong button for that. Why did they all fall down? I only hit one of you. I Is he giving up? I think he's giving up. Alright then. Okay, I don't know why they all fell down, but alright. I might have messed them up a little. I'm always just out of range. It's really annoying. Okay. Oh, you dick. Get out from behind that tree. Alright, one left. Hopefully. I don't have enough magic to use the last one, so we're gonna have to kill him melee for the last one. Gross, 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 gross. Gross, 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 gross. And his friend showed up. Still one left. Alright. Of course it's garbage. Of course it's garbage, but that's here. Why would it be good stuff? Of course you're just out of range. Of course you are. Not out of range for that, though. And the fall killed him. Love it. Right. Back in the saddle. are these lads? At least they can't fly. Ah, damn it, Elden Ring. A lot of the time, the ones that are eating, they won't come after you as long as you don't disturb them. So it's possible that if I don't go near them, they won't go near me. If I don't disturb them, rather. That's a dead end anyway. Is there any reason for me to even be here? No. Collect these things, I guess. That's about it. It's fine. They're not disturbing me. I'll leave them alone. Not sure why the game wants me to summon while I'm here. There's another summoning pool. Okay, we've got some ruins now. Hello, old woman. You okay? She's not okay. That was me this morning.
Lord Godwin.
He's dead. He's very dead.
Such cruelty. Such humiliation. Oh, my poor sweet lordling should have died a true death. As the first of the demigods to die. As a martyr to destined death. But why must it yet bring such disgrace? A scion of the golden bough, sentenced to live in death. How could such a thing come to be?
I mean, I could tell her, but I don't think she wants. I don't think she wants to hear it. I think it has something to do with Rani killing herself at the exact same time that Godwin was killed. Cool. That's a tree sentinel. Great. Can't wait for that fight. I feel like I say that for every fight, and people be wondering why do you even play this game if you hate every fight? I don't know. I have no answer for you. Flying boys are back. Is there anything in here before I go into the ruins? No. Okay. Try luring out. What am I luring out? There's quite a few of you here. Naturally. Come on. He's struggling. He's thinking about it. When you're ready, like. Don't make me come in there. Don't even know what it is. I can't even see it properly. Oh, it's one of these things. Yeah, alright, come on, come out here. I'm definitely not going in there for you. Come closer, please. These horrible enemies. I'd rather not fight two of you at the same time, please. Thank you. I don't know what... Again, I don't know what this status is, because I've never let it actually hit me. I don't want to know. Because it's... Whatever it is, in the old Dark Souls, at least it was very bad. It was instant death, so... We gotta treat these guys very gently. Okay. Ugh, how many more of you are there? So many. Can I just go this way? Let's go this way and avoid them, if we can. Okay. One of them has seen me, apparently. Come along, then. Ah, shit. Crap. I'm kinda lucky they don't have a melee attack. Like, this is all they do. They just spew this shit at you. Shit. Out of magic. Oh, come on. Which one of you has hardly any health? Right, you. You're the next one. Shit. Get away, get away. Did a second one join them? I don't remember this. Alright, finally. Don't even think that's all of them. Just all the ones I managed to trigger. What is that? Oh good. Something has a fire attack. They're all over the place here. Nice. 2 kill. And a rune arc. Okay, well, there's an enemy there that has a fire attack. Don't like the sound of that. So let's not go near. Ah! What's that? Is that an enemy? Is that another gargoyle? Why are there so many of these things? Okay, trying to figure out what the enemy with the fire attack is. Unless I can go in here. Are you serious? Oh, goody. Great. One of those is alive. Sitting on a few souls. Alright, it's you, I guess. You're the thing that has a fire attack. Some headless knights. This place is fun. I take the stream to all the great places. A hefty beast bone. Alright, let's see what you're like. You're not too bad. You do spew out this stuff though, so that's not great. Dragon wound grease, okay. Really? I managed to completely miss this item. That would have been bad if I had missed that. Alright, the map. Here we are. Finger Reader Crone, right? That's where we came in. This whole area we didn't manage to get into, though. Did we? Maybe? I don't know. Alright, I guess we better deal with this thing. Try ranged battle. I don't want to, though. I want to just kill it. I want to kill it from here. Alright. Of course. Then great skill ahead. Ash of War Vacuum Slice. Okay, I think that was what the gargoyle was using on us. Big rump, of course. Don't have the right. Door doesn't open. Okay. Vacuum Slice is here. Lost skill of ancient heroes. Hold the armament aloft to surround it with a shearing vacuum, then launch it forward as a blade-like projectile. Yep, that was the attack the gargoyle was using against us. The first one. You know, we're sitting on a fair few runes again. How many do we need to level up now? Yeah, it's not many. 2.5. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I think what I'll do here is we'll level up, and I'll probably call it there for the stream for today. So 2.5 is 2 of you. That was too much. Oh well. Okay, so yeah, I think I'll call it there for tonight's or today's stream rather. Tomorrow we'll be looking at the weekly news recap, so we'll be going over some of the news that happened today in the games industry, checking out PlayStation Plus package that was announced, and and as you might imagine, there's been some industry bullshit around Activision and assorted companies because, there always is. They can't help themselves. There's always something terrible going on. We'll take a look at some new releases and that kind of thing as well. Yesterday we did a stream on Weird West, which was a pretty cool immersive sim isometric game set in the Wild West, but with a weirdness to it in that there's magic and vampires and werewolves and that kind of thing. It was a lot of fun. Wednesday we did Paradise Killer, and Monday we did Ghostwire Tokyo. Next week will be much the same. I am considering moving the stream from Monday to Tuesdays, just in general going forward. I think it helps with any games that do happen to come out on the Tuesday, that we could play them then instead of having to wait a week and then always having to swap between Monday and Tuesday for games that do happen to come out. So I think I will do that. That's probably what will happen. So probably next week, and from then on it'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Or rather, every other week it'll be a Friday. Normally Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, and then every other week also on the Friday. I guess we'll see how that goes. Anyway, thanks for joining me for some more Elden Ring. Managed to accomplish what I wanted to do, and even accomplished beating that boss. That was really annoying me. Now there's just the other boss that's really annoying me that we'll have to deal with too. Anyway, hope to see some of you for tomorrow for the news. Otherwise, see you Tuesday for Ghostwire Tokyo or something else. Either way. See you soon too, Melvin. Bye-bye.